Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from Absolute Soul Secrets. Thanks for joining me today for the Pisces June horoscope. Okay, so a fair bit happening this month. We've got a solar eclipse, we've got Mercury retrograde, we've got a whole other lot of planets that are going retrograde as well, or have just gone retrograde. And it's going to affect you in a number of areas of life, dear Pisces, and one of those is to do with your creativity, or perhaps to do with children. And you may find your own inner child coming up for attention. So although, you know, things sometimes are a little bit of a challenge, you might find this is an excellent time this month to get in touch with your spiritual life and spend plenty of time in meditation and also looking within. So just briefly how I work, I'll choose 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you. We're going to have a look at these retrogrades and the solar eclipse on the 10th. I'll have a look at your in-depth horoscope, and stick around to the end. I'll do a psychic channeling. Okay, so let's go to the board now and choose these first 2 cards and see what comes out for you. Okay, so let's see which one. Okay, I'll go with that one under there. Closing my eyes. What do I see? I get the word river straight away. The river of life. Okay, going with the flow. So it's important that you're flexible this month, and you can do that because you're Piscean. So you do go with the flow. That's your sort of natural inclination. I see a compass spinning around. It's a little bit wildly spinning. You may be unsure of your direction at some points, but that's okay. Just keep on keeping on and persevere. The card that comes up is the 6 of Pentacles. This indicates money, and perhaps you're in control of more money than usual, or there's juggling of money, but you do seem to have enough money. There could be some reflections from the past coming up also, and especially with Mercury retrograde, that sometimes happens. Sometimes there's like this theme of organization that runs through everything. Okay, you'll notice this beautiful blue that she's wearing, the throat chakra, self-expression. And creativity, there's some creativity there as well, and I will talk about that because that is highlighted in your horoscope. You can think of that as the first 2 weeks of the month, and then the second card, or second half of the month, we'll go with that one there. Closing my eyes. What do I see? Oh, a lot of things flashing really, really quickly. So a lot of speed. You could have a lot of imagery going on in your mind. Sometimes it's confusing. It's a bit confusing what I'm seeing because there's so many different things. As soon as I think I know what something is, it goes on to the next thing. But there was some gold in there. I saw that. So high vibration of energy. The card that comes out is the 10 of Cups. It could be a busy month in terms of family. There is a bit going on with your family here in your horoscope. I'll come to that in a moment when we look at your in-depth horoscope. This is a nurturing woman who loves and takes care of her family or other people that are close to her. If you don't have a family, this could be your friends or your partner, but it's somebody who is kind and nurturing. It's a beautiful energy actually, and also you might find that there's contentment and emotional richness that you can attain. So you might go through a bit of a wobble to get there, but you can get there in the end. All right, so do bear those 2 cards in mind, the 6 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Alrighty, let's have a look now at these retrogrades I mentioned at the start. And there is a solar eclipse on the 10th of June in Gemini. It's in your 5th house of creativity, children and romance. So it's time to plant some seeds for future growth in these areas. Maybe you're thinking about how to increase or unblock your creativity. It's a great time to start a new creative project. Maybe you can free up even more creative and innovative thoughts. You may also want more romance in your life, so go for it. Get out and meet new people. Children also feature more in your life, or perhaps it's your own inner child that you're dealing with. The effects of a solar eclipse can take place for up to 6 months, okay? But there is a huge opportunity here for being creative in your everyday life, and I'll talk more about this shortly. Sorry, I've been talking so much lately. So we have Mercury retrograde from the 29th of May through to the 21st of June in Gemini in your 4th house. Okay, so first point is to note that these dates are not hard and fast because there is a thing called a shadow period. So anywhere from like the 20th, it could be coming on, the energy of Mercury retrograde, and anytime up to the end of June it'll be going off. So if you do have important things that you have to sign, it's best if you can avoid signing them while Mercury is retrograde or in the shadow period. Do be careful how you interpret family situations because there could be some misunderstandings at home. Dealings with your home might be affected too, so negotiations with neighbours or buying and selling could be delayed. Watch for misunderstandings generally and back up all your devices. Be cautious and act slowly after double checking important decisions. Travel arrangements could go askew. Maybe you just want to think about things around your home for a while before you make any firm decision. It is a good time to complete any projects around the home that you started before Mercury started to go retrograde. Get them finished. Mercury will help you with that. Then we have Jupiter retrograde 20th of June to the 18th of October, starting in Pisces and ending up in Aquarius. It's in your sign with Neptune in your sign, and Neptune going retrograde from the 25th of June to the 1st of December. So this could bring up some sort of issue regarding your identity or how you begin new things, how you face the world, and it might even be, to do with your appearance as well. It's time to create your own luck when Jupiter turns direct. He will help you even more. And with Neptune retrograde, your thinking could be cloudy or confused, so it might be difficult to think logically about what you want to do to change your life, but it is a great time for quiet inner reflection and meditation. Saturn's also retrograde from the 23rd of May to the 10th of October in Aquarius in your 12th house, the house of the goddess, the house of the subconscious, and so there's a likelihood you might need more structure in your spiritual life. Maybe think about having set times and a routine for meditation. Pencil those times in your diary, okay, for spiritual pursuits generally. You could have more self-discipline and actively pursue spiritual activities. But it might also be a little confusing as Saturn loves structure, but the 12th house doesn't have any. So it's a sort of an indescribable place of boundlessness, and Saturn doesn't really go for boundlessness. Saturn wants lines, borders, fences. So try to find the balance point of self-control versus unlimited and unbridled emotions. Sometimes there's some anxiety, and this is okay if that comes up. Write it all down in a journal. Okay, your pencil or your pen is your friend. 1st of June to the 26th of June, Venus in your 5th house. So let's go and have a look at that. So here we go here. And you could be feeling inspired creatively and perhaps even romantically. You can express your loving feelings quite openly now. Creative self-expression of any kind is favoured. You will also enjoy artistic, musical or cultural events, and especially if you go with somebody who's, quite close. 2nd of June to the 7th of June, Mercury squares Neptune, means that your mental clarity and logic are probably hiding from you at the moment, and that's all right. Your mind could be cloudy and it's difficult to think clearly, but that's okay because it is a great time for enhancing your spiritual life with meditation and examining your dreams. Miscommunications and inability to formulate your ideas coherently are likely, and especially with Mercury retrograde at the same time. It's a good idea to try and avoid making binding contracts if you possibly can. If you have to sign something important, then you may need to revisit at a later date. So 3rd of June to the 7th of June, Mars opposition Pluto. Your personal ambitions and drive to assert yourself could meet with challenges now. Other people or external forces over which you have no control may seem to undermine your efforts. It is time to stand up for yourself, perhaps in a David and Goliath type of situation. If you have been selfish, karma is likely to come knocking. But, you know, if you've done everything above board, karma will come knocking for the other person. So, 10th of June, we see a solar eclipse in your 5th house. This is time to plant some fun seeds because it's time to come out of your shell, go out and enjoy yourself. You can express your real desires and feelings now and openly display them for other people. Also, playful, fun-loving and dramatic events are highlighted. You could enjoy sports, games, entertainment and creative activities, and there's some new seeds being planted in your romantic life as well, if that's what you want. 9th of June to the 29th of July, Mars in your 6th house here. You could be really fired up at work and you really want to accomplish a lot, but sometimes there's a bit of friction with Mars, so don't be sort of impatient or irritable to get things done. Take a deep breath and just work one step at a time. You might not feel like being a team player right now, and it would be better if you work on your own. It is also an excellent time to begin a new health regimen or vigorous exercise program. Don't overdo it though and think you can do things, especially if you're sort of like past 50, you think you're still 40 or something. Sometimes that happens. So it's easy to overexert yourself and without sort of realizing. So do watch that. 19th of June to the 22nd of July, Sun in your 5th house here. That's supposed to be a circle, by the way. It's a bit knocked about. You are energized and inspired creatively and emotionally. You want to bring forth all that is within you. You express yourself more freely, playfully and spontaneously, and are more willing to take chances. You could be feeling more confident than usual. The dramatic and performing arts, sports and games and other forms of self-expression and entertainment appeal to you now. There might be some really favourable energies for romance, okay? You're likely to have a lot of insight and awareness about that. 24th to the 26th of June. Oh, well, it's just really the 24th, really. Full moon in your 11th house here brings a need for community, emotional contact with people on the same page, friendship and like-minded connections, okay? That's what you're probably after. Deepening the closeness between yourself and others is very worthwhile. With this full moon, there's likely to be some changes and you may let go of some connections to make space for new ones. Cultural and group events work out well. 26th of June to the 21st of July, Venus moves into your 6th house here, and now you could have a very cooperative and receptive attitude which promotes harmony at work. This is your everyday sort of work. And the people that you deal with on a daily basis. So relationships can go more smoothly. You may be a peacemaker or even a matchmaker at work, but you might not feel like working very intensively. That's okay. It's a great time to take a pleasant break from routine, even a mini break if you can. Your health and well-being are likely to improve. Your life flows more smoothly and you just feel better, which is always good. Venus does that. 28th of June to the 1st of July, Mars trines your MC. You can stand out of the crowd in a positive sense now. It's possible to advance both your life generally and your career. Independent action and self-reliance, or perhaps even taking a leadership role is favoured now. So you have the green light to go straight ahead. Go for it. 14th of June to the 20th of July, Saturn sextiles Chiron, and this gives you a greater sense of purpose and life direction. Could involve your career if you're working. Some of your old ideas and beliefs may no longer fit with your newfound outlook, and that's okay. You can just update your ideas. Opportunities come up to learn and to try out different procedures at work, and this will benefit you in the long run. A situation that once seemed impossible to deal with may now be resolved or healed, which is fabulous. Relationships with parents and elders or authority figures are rewarding and offer you some important lessons in life in a positive way. Take the wisdom and guidance you receive from others and be grateful for what you do receive. 28th of June to the 28th of July, Saturn sextiles your MC, so this is likely to bring significant progress in your career or general life direction. You could get a promotion during this time. There may be cooperation and assistance from authority figures such as government agencies or business. They cooperate with you. You can break through bureaucratic red tape and get the attention and support of large organisations and influential people. If you do own your own business, new opportunities can come up, such as new orders or contracts, and it's likely to work out very well. It's important that things in your life have good foundations, and they will under this influence. You're likely to feel more happy and confident and really make some good achievements now. So also 11th of June to the 18th of August, Chiron sextiles Saturn, which is also good because it's like you get accolades. People recognise you and they give you respect and perhaps even honour. You can get some attention as a result of your determination. Opportunities can come through many avenues in your life. It's a great time to try a new discipline or philosophy, especially regarding your career. You can move forward by realising your limitations and restrictions and act within that framework realistically. You can chalk up past failures to experience and align yourself with a clearer purpose. It's like you let go of the past. Branching out into profitable new areas is accomplished through creative and innovative thinking. Okay, so that's your in-depth horoscope. I'll just make it a little bit bigger. Oh no, it's on as big as it can go. Okay, so fun and socialising, woohoo, party. Some home and family sort of miscommunications, especially with Mercury there. There's a shake-up here with your friends and groups. You may make some space to allow new friends to come into your life, okay? Alrighty, I'm just going to close my eyes now and see what I can see for you, passionate Pisces, for the month of June 2021. What do I see? The moon. Okay, the moon is sort of central to your life this month in the sense of your subconscious coming up. And with the different phases of the moon, the waxing and the waning of the moon, this is really going to bring up a lot to deal with, but it's, you know, there's so many positive things. Now they're showing me a mirror here, and you're going to see reflections of your subconscious or your shadow side. They're going to be put in front of you. So, you know, if somebody's pushing your buttons, just know that it's a reflection of something in you. So you don't even have to deal with them in a sense. What's important is that you deal with the energy inside yourself. Once you get that sorted out, whatever the situation is there in the outside world with this person who looks like the energy within you, that'll just sort of dissolve as you deal with it in yourself. So the way to deal with it is to look at it, okay? Cast the light of your mind and really spend some time thinking about it, actual thinking, and then just sitting with it and feeling the emotions, okay? If you can feel those emotions, that's sort of a quicker way of dealing with it rather than trying to push it aside and say, oh, I'll deal with that later, and of course we never do. Write it down in your diary, you know, and if there's tears, that's good. Let it happen. All right, they're showing me, as I'm saying all that, they're showing me coins. The coins are rolling on their sides, okay? So they're sort of upright and rolling along. So the changes are moving, okay? So do be assured you're not stuck. you're moving. And coins do represent change. Occasionally they represent money as well, okay? But usually I see notes, like donga notes, when it's actual money. All right, anything else? The moon, just the moon, the full moon, the solar eclipse. So that will be major for you this month, okay? So just go with the flow, feel all of your feelings, and know that your soul is in control. Okay, so that's it, Passionate Pisces. Thank you for joining me. If you're new, subscribe and be alive. I'd appreciate that. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And if you could leave a like or share on your socials, that would be fabulous. I'll love you forever. Okay, well, I'll really appreciate it. Okay, have a great month, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.